Chapter 7. Hearts Entwined. As the group emerged from the subterranean chamber, the forest greeted them with its usual tranquility, the dense canopy filtering the afternoon sunlight into soft, dappled patterns on the forest floor. The heart of the forest, now secured in Zephyr's possession, emitted a gentle, reassuring glow that seemed to harmonize with the natural beauty around them. With the powerful artifact in hand, the group set out towards their next destination. The map they had obtained indicated a location known as the Whispering Falls, a place rumored to hold additional secrets about the forest's history. The journey to the falls would take them through varying terrain, from rugged slopes to serene meadows. Syrah, who had been increasingly close to Thad, took the opportunity to share a quiet moment with him as they walked. The conversations they'd had during their trials had forged a deeper connection between them, and the romantic tension between them was palpable.
"I can't help but think about how far we've come,"
Syrah said, glancing at Thad with a soft smile.
"When we first entered this forest,
I never imagined we'd discover so much and face so many challenges." Thad returned her smile, though his expression remained contemplative.
"It's been an incredible journey.
The more we uncover, the more I realize how much there is to learn. But it's been worth it, especially with you by my side." Their conversation was interrupted as the group reached a picturesque clearing with a crystal-clear stream running through it. The gentle sound of water flowing over rocks was soothing, and the sight of the Whispering Falls in the distance was breathtaking. "Here we are," Zephyr announced, his eyes taking in the beauty of the scene.
"The Whispering Falls. Let's see what secrets this place holds."
As they approached the falls, they noticed that the area was adorned with ancient carvings and inscriptions on the rocks. The symbols were familiar, matching those they had encountered throughout their journey. The sound of the cascading water seemed to resonate with a magical energy, and the atmosphere was filled with a sense of wonder and anticipation. Orion, always keen to investigate, examined the inscriptions closely. These carvings appeared to be a record of important events and figures related to the forest's history. They might provide further insight into our quest. Kali, ever the adventurer, began exploring the surrounding area.
"Let's see if there's anything hidden around here. I have a feeling there might be more to this place than meets the eye."
As the group spread out to explore, Syrah and Thad wandered toward a secluded spot behind the falls. The mist from the cascading water created a dreamy, almost magical atmosphere. The two of them stood in silence, taking in the serene beauty of the falls and the surrounding landscape. "This place is incredible," Syrah said, her voice barely audible over the roar of the falls.
"It feels like it's alive with magic."
Thad nodded, his gaze fixed on the water. "It does.
And it's moments like these that make me realize how much I value our time together.
The forest has brought us closer,
and I can't imagine going through this journey with anyone else."
Syrah's heart fluttered at his words. She reached out and took Thad's hand, the touch warm and reassuring.
"I feel the same way. This journey has been challenging, but it's also been one of the most meaningful experiences of my life. I'm grateful for every moment we've shared."
Thad looked at her with a mixture of admiration and affection.
"Syrah, there's something I've been meaning to tell you. Over the course of this journey, I've come to realize how much you mean to me. I care about you deeply."
Syrah's eyes met his, and she could see the sincerity in his gaze.
"Thad, I've felt the same way for a while now.
Being together in this forest, facing these challenges,
has made me realize just how much you've come to mean to me."
As they shared a tender kiss, the sound of footsteps approached. The rest of the group arrived, their attention drawn to the couple's intimate moment. Zephyr cleared his throat, a playful grin on his face.
"It seems we've interrupted a romantic interlude,"
he said, his tone light-hearted.
"But we've discovered something important. Look at these carvings. They depict a significant event in the forest's history."
The group gathered around the carvings, their curiosity piqued. Orion began to decipher the inscriptions,
revealing that they told the story of a great conflict between the ancient guardians of the forest and a malevolent force that sought to corrupt its magic. The carvings depicted heroic figures, powerful artifacts,
and pivotal battles that shaped the forest's history. "This is incredible," Sira said, her voice filled with awe. "These carvings provide a deeper understanding of the forest's past and the struggles faced by those who protected it." Orion nodded, his focus on the details. "The carvings also indicate that the heart of the forest was central to these events. Its power was crucial in sealing away the darkness and restoring balance." The group took their time studying the carvings and inscriptions, gathering valuable insights that would aid them in their quest. The Whispering Falls had revealed important information, but there was still more to uncover. As the day turned to evening, the group decided to set up camp near the falls. The tranquil setting provided a welcome respite from their earlier trials. They gathered around a campfire, sharing stories and reflecting on their journey. Kali, always ready with a humorous comment, broke the silence. "So, now that we've found a few secrets and made some personal discoveries, what's next on our agenda? More puzzles and ancient artifacts?" Zephyr chuckled. "We still have more locations to explore and mysteries to unravel. But tonight, let's enjoy the moment and appreciate how far we've come." As the fire crackled and the night sky filled with stars, the group relaxed and enjoyed each other's company. The bonds between them had grown stronger, and their shared experiences had forged lasting connections. Sira and Thad sat close together, their hands intertwined, sharing a quiet conversation about their future and the impact of their journey. The trials they had faced had deepened their relationship, and they looked forward to the challenges and adventures that lay ahead. The night passed peacefully, and the group awoke the next morning refreshed and ready to continue their quest. The Whispering Falls had provided valuable insights and a renewed sense of purpose. With the heart of the forest in their possession and the knowledge they had gained, they were more determined than ever to uncover the final secrets of the forest and fulfill their mission to protect its magic. As they set out towards their next destination, the group carried with them not only the artifacts and knowledge they had acquired, but also the strength of their newfound relationships and the hope of a brighter future for the forest and its guardians. The journey was far from over, but they were prepared to face whatever challenges awaited them with courage and unity. The morning sun cast a golden hue over the Whispering Falls as the group packed up their camp and prepared to continue their journey. The fresh, crisp air was invigorating, and the peaceful ambience of the falls seemed to imbue them with renewed energy. Sira and Thad, still basking in the warmth of their newfound closeness, joined the group as they made their way to the next marked location on the map. The forest was alive with the sounds of nature, the chirping of birds, and the rustling of leaves, creating a harmonious backdrop to their quest. Zephyr consulted the map, noting that their next destination was a place known as the Sacred Grove, a location rumored to hold ancient relics and further clues about the forest's mysteries. The path to the grove led through dense woodland and meandering trails, adding an element of adventure to their journey. As they walked, the group engaged in lively conversation, their spirits buoyed by the success of their recent discoveries. Kali, ever the source of comic relief, entertained everyone with anecdotes and witty observations. Her humor lightened the mood and helped to balance the intensity of their quest. Orion, focused on the map and the clues they had gathered, walked beside Zephyr, discussing the significance of the artifacts they had encountered. "The heart of the forest is a powerful relic," Orion remarked. "Its role in the forest's history is crucial. We need to be cautious about how we use it." Zephyr nodded in agreement. "Absolutely. Our goal is to protect the forest and ensure that its magic remains safe. We must be careful not to fall into the traps that others might set for us." As they ventured deeper into the forest, the trees grew taller and more ancient, their gnarled branches creating a canopy that filtered the sunlight into soft, dappled patterns. The path became more overgrown, and the air was thick with the scent of moss and earth. The group's conversation gradually quieted as they approached the Sacred Grove. The area was marked by an impressive
array of ancient stone pillars, each carved with intricate symbols and patterns. The grove itself was filled with an ethereal light that seemed to emanate from the trees and the ground. "This place is breathtaking," Syrah said, her eyes wide with wonder. "It feels like we've stepped into a different world." The group carefully explored the grove, examining the stone pillars and the surrounding area. The symbols on the pillars were similar to those they had encountered before, but there were also new patterns and images that hinted at additional mysteries. Orion, using his keen eye for detail, began to decipher the inscriptions on the pillars. "These carvings appear to tell a story of an ancient prophecy," he said. "It speaks of a time when the forest would be threatened and a group of chosen individuals would rise to protect it." Zephyr's gaze sharpened with interest. "It sounds like it could be referring to us. The prophecy might provide insight into our mission and what lies ahead." As the group continued to study the pillars, they discovered a hidden entrance to a subterranean chamber beneath the grove. The entrance was concealed by a heavy, moss-covered door, adorned with the same symbols they had seen elsewhere. "Let's see what's inside," Zephyr suggested. "We've come this far, and it's worth exploring." With some effort, the group managed to open the door, revealing a narrow staircase leading down into the darkness. They descended cautiously, their lanterns casting flickering shadows on the walls. At the bottom of the stairs, they entered a vast underground chamber. The chamber was filled with ancient artifacts, relics of a bygone era. Shelves lined the walls, displaying items such as ornate scrolls, enchanted objects, and mysterious devices. In the center of the chamber stood a pedestal with a large, ancient tome resting upon it. The tome was bound in dark leather and adorned with intricate gold patterns. The air around it seemed to shimmer with an otherworldly energy. "This must be important," Zephyr said, approaching the pedestal. "Let's see what's in the tome." Orion carefully opened the tome, revealing pages filled with cryptic symbols and detailed illustrations. The text seemed to be a guide to understanding the forest's magic and the role of the heart of the forest. As they examined the tome, they discovered a passage that described a ritual for unlocking the full power of the heart of the forest. The ritual involved a series of steps that required the cooperation of the group and the use of various artifacts they had collected. "This ritual could be crucial for our mission," Orion said, his eyes scanning the text. "It might help us unlock the true potential of the heart and protect the forest more effectively." Syrah glanced at Thad, her expression thoughtful. "It sounds like this ritual could also be a test of our unity and our commitment to the forest." Thad nodded, his gaze steady. "We've come this far together, and we've proven our strength as a team. I believe we can complete this ritual and fulfill our mission." The group agreed that the ritual was an essential next step. They carefully studied the tome, noting the components and procedures required for the ritual. It would involve a series of actions, performed in specific locations throughout the forest, each step designed to harness and amplify the heart's power. As they prepared to leave the chamber, the group felt a renewed sense of purpose. The sacred grove had provided them with valuable knowledge and artifacts, and the ritual outlined in the tome was a key element in their quest. The journey ahead would be challenging, but the bond between the group members had grown stronger. Their shared experiences and newfound relationships had fortified their resolve, and they were ready to face whatever lay ahead. With the tome securely in hand, the group exited the underground chamber and made their way back to the forest's surface. The sun was setting, casting a warm, golden light over the trees. The forest was alive with the sounds of evening, and the air was filled with a sense of anticipation. As they made their way towards their next destination, the group was united in their purpose. The ritual was their next challenge, and they knew that their journey was far from over. But with the heart of the forest and the knowledge they had gained, they were more determined than ever to protect the forest and its magic. The path ahead would test their strength, their unity, and their commitment. But together, they were ready to face the trials and uncover the final secrets of the forest. Their adventure continued, and the promise of discovery and transformation lay just beyond the horizon.